Hi everybody, VIP Pat here. It's a pretty tough day to be a St. Louis Blues fan this morning after losing in brutal fashion last night to the Winnipeg Jets. And I've thought a lot about a lot of things concerning the Blues. Listened to a lot of the talking heads on the radio this morning. Listened to things on the internet. Kind of read. Yeah, I'm not happy with the way it ended last night, but I think I'm going to look forward here because the future for the St. Louis Blues is pretty bright. I'll talk about that in a second. But hear me about this. The Blues, nobody expected the Blues to even make the playoffs, much less dominate the Winnipeg Jets in all three of the home games. But the end of the season, the Blues won 15 in a row at home, including the playoffs. They set a franchise win streak record of 12 in a row during the regular season. Cam Fowler had 10 points in this playoff. That's a Blues franchise record. Where would we have been without Mr. Cam Fowler? The Blues hired Jim Montgomery. That's a big win for Armstrong. And think about this. There were two pretty important players that didn't even suit up in the playoffs. Holloway and Tucker. So this probably could have turned out differently. And Winnipeg was missing players as well. But the future is very, very bright. You bring Jimmy Snuggerud in at the end, and he plays meaningful minutes. Plays on the top line, scores some goals. This kid's got some high-end talent. There were no trades at the deadline. Armstrong went with the horses that brung him. He really believes in this group. And if you look to the future, when we sold off a couple of years ago players that we weren't going to sign, players that didn't want to be here, and we got assets. Dvorsky is one of those assets. Stenberg is one of those assets. And there's several others, Kaskamaki, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Parlay that with an ownership group that is more supportive than I know of a ownership group in the St. Louis market. Cough, cough. I think you know where I'm going there. And the fans. Jim Montgomery thanked the fans last night. I think the fans expected a lot. The Blues in the last 3 months gave us tremendous hockey. It was so fun to watch. So I look to the future. I think the Blues will improve because of the experience. 6-on-5 needs to be fixed. They asked Montgomery about it last night. He said, I don't want to talk about it. We'll get better. We're going to have a full preseason and full regular season with Montgomery at the helm. These guys believe in each other. They're a good team. Let's go Blues.